Hello chat. So a while ago I promised to show you how I make my trepang videos. And yeah, I guess it's finally time to do it. So before we start, there's one thing you need to know. If you need the gameplay sounds in your videos, then this is not for you. I'll show you why later, but basically this method involves recording everything in slow motion and then speeding up the footage to the real-time speed. So most of your sounds will be scuffed, alright? So I put music on top of my videos, I mute the gameplay sounds, so that works for me. It might be different in your case, again, so this is not for everyone. So we'll start by going into options, UI, unchecking everything. I'm using my display's crosshair, so it's not visible for you, but I can see it. Now we go to cheats. I'm using infinite ammo, infinite stamina, the clock is optional, and damage scale to 10%. And obviously the Tmod sandbox. Hit apply, press tab, and you can see the timescale option here. Now, I used to record my older videos with the focus mode on all the time, so I used the cheat for that. But I stopped doing that because when you activate it, as you can see, everything turns white, the visual effects are too exaggerated, the contrast is too contrasty. So yeah, it looked kind of weird. And also I think the players' movements were faster than the enemies, so again, it looked unnatural. But this right here, this makes it look natural. And also, if you are wondering, the time scale for the focus mode is 0.65. Thank you to this guy for that info. Now, as you can see, everything is in slow motion, right? So there are three reasons why I started doing this. The main reason being my laptop was too weak, so it couldn't handle the recording process and the gaming at the same time. So my logic was, if I record in slow motion and then speed up the footage, then the dropped frames wouldn't be as noticeable. So the second reason is simplicity. It's just much easier to kill enemies in a fashionable way, you know, to get frags, headshots, to make clips when the time is slow. I'll try to record a clip real quickly, and I'll explain why this is important for me. I just don't like, gaming montages where every 5 seconds there is a cut. One kill, cut. Another kill, cut. Another kill, cut. Like the frame cuts and switches to the different scene. So I like when it's all in one long sequence. For example, so I'll use this clip for the editing process, and you'll see how it looks in real time. And the third reason, and one of the main reasons as well, is the editing, the ease of editing and the quality. So as you can see, everything is in slow motion, right? So when I speed the original video, the original 0.6 time scale 60 FPS video to the real-time speed, it will have more than 60 FPS. So when I decide to use a slow motion segment in the video, I'm gonna slow it down to the same exact time scale as this gameplay, right? So 0.6. And that slow-mo will look perfectly clear, smooth with no fake AI generated or I don't know blended frames. Alright, so I'll show that later too. So I guess I have a clip, and yeah, let's jump into the editing software. Alright, here's the video, and here is the first app that you need. Why is it great? Because it's lossless, just like the name says. How is it lossless? Well, it doesn't mess up the quality, it doesn't change your bitrate, it doesn't change your audio quality, anything. It can cut the videos, it can change the speed, so this is exactly what we need right now. I'm gonna mute this real quick. Does it mute it? Nope, it doesn't. Yeah, there we go. So the preview might be choppy, but the resulting video is not. How is it lossless? It doesn't re-encode the video, so it doesn't, you know, change it in any way. So we'll just find the clip that I made and cut it right there. Now let me see. Okay, we can start here. Press this. Now, I'm gonna open Paint real quick, and we're gonna do some maths. So, you see this button. It says 60, 1.0. So 1.0 is our speed, and 60 is the FPS of the video. You can see it here. So we need to find X, which is the FPS of the real-time speed video. And we do this, X divided by 1. So 1 is the time scale. The real-time time scale, okay? X FPS divided by 1 equals 60 FPS divided by 0.6 time scale. So 60 FPS is my video FPS, my recording FPS, and 0.6 is the recording time scale, the gameplay time scale. So if you record your video in 0.5, let it be 0.5. You just change it to 5. So that will be 0.6 multiplied by X equals 60. So 1 multiplied by 60, X multiplied by this, like a cross, okay? And X equals 60 divided by 0.6 equals 100. So this is our target FPS. Close this and type in 100. Okay. Now we click export and export again. Success. And as I said, it doesn't re-encode the video, so that's why it's so quick. And let's just double check. Details 100 FPS, and the bitrate is actually higher than it was, since we're pushing more frames in 1 second. Alright, let's now open CapCut. So I'm gonna show you, as I promised, why the audio is unusable. So as you can hear, since the video is sped up, the audio is sped up as well. And it's very choppy. So as I said, it's just unusable. So if you need the audio, this is not for you. So I'm gonna mute this real quick, and now I'm gonna show you why, as I said, this is great for slow motion. So let me find one part. Yeah, this one. And again, If you remember, this video is 100 FPS, this video. So I'm gonna cut here, boom, boom, boom. Then we're gonna take this clip and slow it down to our original in-game time scale, which was 0.6. Now, I don't know how it's gonna look in the video, but let's just watch it. So as you can see, the slow-mo is perfectly smooth. There are no, frozen dropped frames. And it's not low FPS. If I click on this slowed down segment, you can see that CapCut recommends smoothing out the slow motion. It does this for low FPS videos, the frame blending, the optical flow, multiple processing things that make your low FPS slow-mo video a bit smoother. But we don't need this. We need the original in-game speed with smooth frames. Everything is straight from the game engine. There's no AI, no fake frames and all that. And if we check the rest of the video in the 1x real-time speed, it looks natural. So it doesn't look fake, it looks like I'm cracked at the game, alright? But I'm not trying to fool anyone, since this is just, background visuals for the music. So yeah, this is the whole secret behind my videos.